अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आगे करते हैं 101 MCQs which of the following types of partitioning reduces the chances of unbalanced partitioning। वो कह रहे कि कौन सा जो partitioning which of the following types of partitioning reduces the chances of unbalanced partitioning। unbalanced partitioning को कौन मिनिमाइज करता है, तो चेक कर लेते हैं। 189 इसका रेफरेंस दिया हुआ है। 189 reduce the workload, reduce the balanced workload। horizontal partitioning in the range partitioning आते हैं। It is type of horizontal partitioning. In this type, particular algorithm is applied and database management system knows that algorithm. So the hash partitioning reduces the chances of unbalanced partitioning to a large extent. So hash partitioning reduces the chances of unbalanced partitioning to a large extent. तो इसका जो है वो हैश पार्टीशनिंग राइट ऑप्शन है। Which is the following type of partitioning reduces the chances of unbalanced partitioning? Hash partitioning. While recovering data, which of the following? While recovering data, which of the following the file does not recover? Manager examines at first. While recovering data, which file does not recover? Recovery manager examines at first. 303. Recovery procedure when the crash occurs, the recovery manager or restart examines the log file from the disk. The transaction for which the RM recovery manager find both begin and the commit operations and are redone. That is, the write entries for such transaction are executed again. For example, consider the example entries in a log file. Here we log file entities T1 begin, T1x, 13 T2 begin. Here we find the begin entries for T1, T2 and T3. However, the commit entry is only for T1 on the restart after the crash. The recovery manager performs the write-in operation of T1 again in the forward order, and that is, it writes the value 33 for object x, then writes 9 for the value for y and writes 19 for x. Again it comes if some or all of these operations have been performed already, writing them again will not cause any harm. लॉग फाइल के सीन होता है कि रिकवरी मैनेजर एग्जामिन एट फर्स्ट while recovering data by the following file does not a recovery manager examine at first. Log file. Alter table exams rename column q description to question description, student id to student id. Syntax of alter table is not correct. False. Correct है ये। Which of the following is the correct description? Which of the following is the correct description of cache hit? When data is found in the cache, it is called cache hit. When the data is found in the cache, it is called cache hit। 256 पे आप इसका रेफरेंस चेक कर सकते हैं। आगे 105 which of the following is not a component of DFD? DFD के मतलब डाटा फ्लो डायग्राम का कंपोनेंट नहीं है। क्या नहीं है हम चेक कर लेते हैं। वो कह रहे हैं कि रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द एक्सटर्नल एंटिटीज। वन 105 चेक करते हैं यहाँ पे पेज नंबर 57 उसने बताया हुआ हमने। पेज नंबर 57, पेज नंबर 57, ये पेज नंबर 57 पे हम आगे सिंबल यूज इन डीएफडी डाटा फ्लो, डाटा स्टोर, प्रोसेस, डीएफडी एक्सटेंडेड कलेक्टर, डीएफडी चेक कर लेते हैं क्या सीन होता है डीएफडी का। इंसर्ट स्टेटमेंट करनी, चेक करना, डीएफडी का चेक करना हमने। पेज नंबर 57 पे बताया था उसने। पेज नंबर 57 पे आ गए हैं हम। तो यहाँ से सिंबल यूज इन डीएफडी, डीएफडी आर फोकस ऑन द फ्लो ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, symbols used in the DFD. There are a limited number of symbols which are used for design process in DFDs. Data flow diagrams, DFD का मतलब है data flow. The purpose of data flow in DFD is to express the flow of information from one entity to another entity in the system. Data flows are pipelines through which packets of information flow. Arrows are labeled with the name of the data that moves through them. Figure 4 below show the data flow diagram. Data store data store is a repository for the storage of data store is a repository for the storage of the data. When in a system, the data is to be permanently stored somewhere for future reference or use. The data store is used for this purpose. It is expressed with a rectangle open or on right width and left width of the rectangle drawn with the double lines. Data store is a repository for the storage of the data. When in a system, the data is to be permanently stored somewhere for future reference, or the data store is used for this purpose. It is expressed with a rectangle open on the right width and left width of the rectangle with drawn with the double lines. The data store is held sometimes for processing purpose also, as it may not be a permanent data store. Name of the data store is a noun which tells the storing location in the system or identifies the entity of for which data is stored. For example, figure 5 shows a data store. Process are the expression relationship. यहाँ पे वो कह रहा है कि what is lost from the which of the following is not a component of the DFD, select correct option. यहाँ पे चेक करते हैं component of DFD. रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द एक्सटर्नल एंटिटीज जो है वो DFD का कंपोनेंट नहीं है। रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन एक्सटर्नल एंटिटीज है, डाटा फ्लो है और डाटा स्टोर है। 106 जो है वो लेजर रिकॉर्ड डाटा बाय बर्निंग laser records data by burning microscopic holes in the surface of the disk with the optical disc. 257 पे है। ये optical disc records the data by burning the microscopic hole in the surface of the disk by the laser. On 07, which of the following concept is applicable with respect to 3NF? Positive dependency. 180. Page number 180. Second, third number. Seeing the 4 of these functional dependencies, we find out that the table are in second normal form and there is no transitive dependency in the project and work tables. So these two tables are in third normal form. However, there is a transitive dependency in the employee table. Since functional dependency 1 says employee ID, employee department, and functional dependency 4 says employee department, employee manager, to remove this transitive dependency, transitive dependency, we further split the employee table into the following two. Transitive dependency. These four tables are in the third normal form based on the given functional dependency. Hence, the database has been normalized up to third normal form. Transitive dependency. Which of the following is not a feature of the good interface? Not a feature of the good interface. गुड इंटरफेस का फीचर नहीं है इनमें से. कंसिस्टेंसी नॉट अ फीचर ऑफ गुड इंटरफेस. डाटा स्ट्रक्चर 243 पे उसने बताया वो डाटा स्ट्रक्चर इसका फीचर नहीं है. बाकी यूजर फ्रेंडली, प्रोसेस बेस्ड, कंसिस्टेंसी, ये सारे फीचर्स हैं गुड इंटरफेस के 243 पे. 243 tips for user friendly interface. It should be user friendly and user must not search for required button or text boxes. Interface should be designed in such a manner that the user is in change of the form is in charge of the form. It should be designed in a manner that user memory is always tested. You should be consistent in your approach with designing interface. Consistent होना चाहिए और friendly होना चाहिए और it should be process based rather than the data structure based. So इसका है data structure based. It should be process based rather than data structure based. Process based होना चाहिए data structure की बजाय. data structure based नहीं हो जाना चाहिए, process based होना चाहिए. ठीक है, पहले 3 है, ये नहीं है फीचर data structure based. 109 making us change to a conceptual schema of a database but not affecting the existing external schema is an example of logical data independence. Logical data independence. Logical data Logical data independence provides independence in a way that changes in conceptual model do not affect. Logical data independence provide logical data independence provide Logical data independence provides the independence in a way that changes in a conceptual model. Logical data independence provides the independence in a way that changes in the conceptual model do not affect the external views, or simply it can be stated at the community of external level from the changes at conceptual level. Although we have data independence at different levels, but we know that conceptual model do not affect the external views, or simply it can be stated at the immunity or external level from the changes at conceptual level. Changes in the conceptual model do not affect Changes in the conceptual model do not affect the external views, or simply it can be stated at unity external level from the changes at the conceptual level. 109 making a changes to conceptual schema of the database but not affecting the external schema is an example of logical data independence. Functional dependencies. Grant select update on employee to only with grant options. What does this keyword statement do? Grant permissions to only to update designation to update select update designation grant select to update designation of the employees. Grant permission to select and update permission to only and to update all the data. Select designation employer. Grant permission only and to update designation of the employee table. Which keyword is available in the SQL to enforce referential integrity. 132. Which keyword is available in the SQL to enforce referential integrity? 134. Referential integrity constraint ये रहा. This constraint is applied to foreign key. Foreign key is an attribute or attribute combination of relation that is the primary key of another relation. This constraint states that if a foreign key exists in a relation, either the foreign key value must match the primary key value of some double in its home relation, or the foreign key value must be completely null. So इसका जो है वो बनता है which is keyword is SQL primary key या foreign key. तो ये दोनों चीज यहाँ पे क्या है primary key, तो ये राइट है. The keyword is available in the SQL to enforce the referential integrity primary key. How many clusters indices do each database table have? 75 के अंदर बताया हुआ है. 275 1 275. In order to flow fast random access, क्या पूछा हुआ है? How many cluster indexes each database table have? Cluster indices determine the storage order of data in a table. Cluster indices is analogous to a telephone directory which arranges data by the last name, because then clustered indices dictates the physical storage order of the data in the table. A table can contain only one clustered index. However, the index can be comprised multiple columns. Composite index, like the way a telephone directory is organized by the last name and the first name. So इसका बनता है 1. How many cluster do you data tables have? 1. For which of the following is true about the delete command? Can roll back. Delete command is a DDL command. नहीं, हाँ DDL delete command इसकी नहीं है. Reset the identity cannot be can be rolled back. Delete command can be rolled back.